Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Nurture 2017, sponsored by the Institute of Christian Spirituality here at Lipscomb University. Very grateful that everyone is here. Looking forward to many good things today. Good presentations, good workshops, and through it all, good experiences of God in spiritual direction and prayer ministry and other things that we have the opportunity to engage. My name is Chris Miller, and I teach here at Lipscomb University. My areas that I teach are in the areas of theology, as well as spirituality and spiritual formation. If I don't know you personally, please take a moment to introduce yourself to me. I would like to meet you. Just consider it a privilege that you come to be with us today, and really excited about the good things that are going on around here, as well as what the Lord is doing and may do in our lives today. And so I have a sense of expectancy of the good that is happening and will happen. The Institute of Christian Spirituality began about 7 years ago in March of 2010. It has offered several seasoned programs over the years to cultivate life in the Spirit in the way of Jesus Christ. And we have many things coming up, even this next academic year, this summer, and I want to tell you about a few of those things that are coming up very soon. One of the more exciting things coming up, we are hosting an international seminar called Intergenerate, which has to do with intergenerational life and ministry in our churches. I want to show you a little video, and then near the end of the video, Holly Allen will share just a word or two about that.
Lipscomb University is proud to introduce something new
for churches who want to bring our generations back together.
Intergenerate.
Intergenerate is a conference designed for churches
who want to become more intentionally intergenerational
in ministry,
worship,
service,
spiritual disciplines,
mission, and fellowship.
Intergenerate will bring together practitioners and academics
from a broad range of Christian traditions to discuss,
bringing generations back together,
the spiritual benefits for becoming more intentionally intergenerational,
how other churches are moving toward more cross-age approaches.
Come and be part of this 3-day event
where senior pastors,
children's ministers,
youth ministers,
Christian education directors,
curriculum writers,
and other church leaders and professors and researchers.
Anyone who wants to build a more age-inclusive church body.
You'll also learn how to
include children in worship
and welcome emerging adults,
develop a storytelling culture,
and practice spiritual disciplines.
Intergenerationally.
Intergenerate is sponsored by the Institute
for Christian Spirituality at Lipscomb University
and by Gen On Ministries.
Intergenerate will have new voices,
experienced voices,
inspiring voices,
and your voice.
Your voice.
Your voice.
Leave with great information,
useful ideas,
and most importantly,
new people working alongside you
as we all seek to bring our generations back together.
This is a new conference, brand new. So getting the word out is our top priority right now. We do have people coming from the United Kingdom, from Canada, from Australia, and from about 20 states so far. We would like to have 50 states. We have a wonderful representation from Churches of Christ presenting, and also from Catholic, Anglican, Vineyard, Presbyterian, Methodist, Lutheran. Who have I left out? Disciples of Christ, Christian Church, some Bible churches, community churches, Baptist churches, and I'm delighted to be working with all of them. It's really wonderful. We're answering 2 questions. The one everyone comes wanting to know is, we sort of get the idea we should probably be bringing the generations together. The big question is how. We have 18 workshops, hour-and-a-half workshops, really focusing on how to do this. We also have 18 papers on what I consider to be the more important question: why? Why should we bring the generations together? People are sort of convinced, but if you try something and it doesn't work, then you go, oh, well, that doesn't work for us, if you don't have the why underneath it. So we have people reading papers, really delving into the biblical support, theological support. There's some current research on intergenerational spiritual formation for children, for youth. There'll be a couple of youth ministry presentations. Also, how do we bring children back in with us? We've sort of sent them away. How can we bring them back in responsibly? Emerging adults. You know, we're dividing out into all the 20-something churches and everybody else. How can we pull those emerging adults back into some of our churches, and how can we join them? We don't want to separate the generations so much that they form their own churches and go their own ways. We need them and they need us. And senior adults. There are a couple of presentations on the blessings and benefits for senior adults. I am convinced that intergenerational Christian experiences uniquely and especially nurture spiritual formation across all the ages. Spread the word. Bring 2, 3, 4, 5 people from your congregation, because they'll come back full of ideas. If one person comes, they come back and try to start a fire. It's hard to do. But you can also go to all the workshops if you bring several people. You go over there, I'll go over here, we'll report back. So you'll build some synergy that way. There is a discount. If you have 5 people from one organization or church, you get 1 free one. Now, that's not advertised on the website, but you just put that little contact. It says, contact us here, and you type that in. Could I have the discount for 5? And we'll get back with you. It's here at Lipscomb this summer, the end of June. I look forward to seeing some of you and people from your churches. So spread the word. This video, we need to make this little video available. It's going to be on our website. Do you have your website? Look on the back of your brochure. Is the website there? Okay, go to the website. You can spread the word that way. I am delighted to be leading this conference. It's very exciting and just a little bit scary. When you throw a party and you really want people to come. So spread the word. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chris.
We are very privileged to have Holly Allen here. You may or may not know she really is an international leader in this field of intergenerational Christian formation. So we're very privileged to have her here at Lipscomb, and we have the opportunity to gain from practitioners and academics, so I hope you'll take advantage of that. Let me mention one other thing that I'm particularly excited about myself, which has to do with our spiritual direction program. This has been an important part of my life and ministry, probably since my late 20s, when I first discovered spiritual direction, when I was at a struggling church in my late 20s trying to figure out what to do with my life, and I found a safe person to help me talk about my life and God, a godly man named Erland Waltner, an older Mennonite man. I was in my late 20s and he was in his early 80s, and those once-a-month meetings saved my life. And from that time, I became hooked on this ministry called Spiritual Direction. I've been pleased to be part of forming and training other spiritual directors. We're going to watch a short video here, hearing from some of those who have participated in that this last year.
We live in a world full of demands on our time, on our personhood, on our commitments, and coming together from different places where I think many of us are in ministry or in some role or capacity of already giving our intimacy to other people. I was surprised by the ability to connect.
This program has given me tools and resources to be able to be confident to use it individually, spiritual direction individually and with groups. But more so just training me personally to, again, just be aware of God's presence in my daily life.
I have been formed, I think this training has helped me be quieter, not be so quick to speak, but to be way more patient than usual, more comfortable with silence.
Recognizing my strengths and my weaknesses has really, it's been hugely formative. I feel like God's inviting me to some things and showing me a lot about myself that I had no idea about.
This has helped me to understand that I'm God's child, and God wants to have a personal relationship with me in an intimate way in which He walks with me, not in front of me or behind me, but walks right by my side, arm in arm, sometimes holding each other, laughing with each other, other times crying with each other.
I'm always being formed and made into the likeness of God. And that's a lifelong journey that I think this gives me a lot of tools that I didn't have before.
I did not know that I was looking for this program, but I have been looking for this program for years. To be more specific, I've been looking for this community of individuals that, like me, want to know more of God, are curious about Him in our daily life, our faith walks, and so to find a group of people that are searching for that and are pursuing that has been truly transformational for me.
God is just always, I don't know, it's this quiet, subtle work that God's always doing everywhere. And it's been wonderful to see that come to the surface, from people to realize it, for the aha to come into their eyes. It's God's work going on. It's just been, it's been very awe-inspiring to see.
You know, I'm well past middle age, and so the notion that God would still be creating in me is a pretty fun experience to have.
Okay, I know what it is. I realize I am more important in the world than I thought. That's the big thing. Yeah, that's it. I actually am more important than I thought. And it's real. It's not made up by me or a hope. Cross your fingers. It's real. Because God made me for this world, for this time, this place. And even though I don't have a clue most of the time what that means, and shouldn't, I'm really thankful that that's true.